Since the beginning of 2023, inflation has been dropping each month. But in May 2023, it has seen a marginal increase. The Ghana Statistical Service has been speaking to journalists at an engagement in Kumasi.
Consumer Price Index stood at 178.7 relative to 125.7 that was recorded for the same time period in May 2022. Given these two indices, that is 178.7 for the month of May 2023 and 125.7 for the month of May 2022, the relative change in these two price indices culminates in a rate of inflation of 42.2% for the month of May 2023. 42.2% for the month of May 2023 means that between the month of May 2022 and May 2023, over that 1 year period, generally prices of goods and services have gone up by 42.2%.
Government statistician Professor Samuel Kobna Inim has been outlining the main drivers of inflation.
Food and non-alcoholic beverages, housing, water, electricity and gas, and transport almost contributed 3/4 to the overall inflation, with food and non-alcoholic beverages contributing more than 50% to the rate of inflation that was recorded in May 2023. Specifically, food and non-alcoholic beverages contributed 52.4% to the overall inflation recorded in the month of May 2023. This was distantly followed by housing, water, electricity and gas that contributed 13.1% and closely followed by transport contributing 9.2% to the overall inflation that was recorded in the month of May 2023.
Professor Samuel Enim has been highlighting the regional shares of inflation for May 2023.
Since September 2022, the Western North region recorded the highest percentage point as it increased in September from 35.9 to 62.5%, which culminates in 26.6 percentage points for the Western North region. Contrary to four regions recording changes in excess of 20 percentage points, the Greater Accra region recorded a downward trend between September 2022 and May 2023, with a percentage point drop of 12% between September 2022 and May 2023.
The Ghana Statistical Service has been suggesting some measures that can be taken to control inflation in the country.
What we are hoping to see out of this work is an interministerial engagement where the Ministry for Food and Agric will sit with the Ministry for Transport, for instance, and say that at what point am I putting food on the market? At what point is transport contributing to prices? And this is the conversation that we expect to ensue. At the subnational level, one of the things that we are doing at GSS, which we are open for collaboration, is a profiling of the resourcefulness of all our 261 administrative districts. If Ghana is to get a better understanding of the natural and artificial resources of our 261 administrative regions, it would go a long way to inform all these conversations around district assembly, common allocation of funds, and so on and so forth. Because you have a better understanding of the risk, the resourcefulness, both natural and artificial, of all your administrative regions. And the conversation that we are having is related to that. If we know deeply the rainfall patterns, if we know the drought that is happening across our 261 administrative regions, we can minimize the volatilities that we are seeing from a food availability and food price perspective.
For members of the general public, their major concern is for authorities to take actions that will reduce the inflation rate. For Citi News, I'm Edward Upon Marfo, Kumasi.